Motor Speedway for the second to last race of the regular season here in the Custom Cup. Race number 15, 14, something like that. Here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we will have 31 drivers for 41 laps around the fastest mile-and-a-half track on the NASCAR or Custom Cup schedule, except for Atlanta now, coming into playoffs hint. Here at Las Vegas, a very big race going into next week with some playoff drivers, Ethan Hansen and Luca Marino, only 10 points apart on the playoff bubble. Grayson Gatz is still the points leader, only by 3 points. So that'll be interesting to see how that'll work out with the points going into the last race of the regular season, next race at Richmond. But today we gotta focus on Las Vegas, as some drivers are trying to get a win to lock them into the playoffs. That's another thing. There's 10 playoff spots available. We have 9 winners this season. So if someone new wins today, then then every driver that hasn't won would have a must-win situation next week to get into the playoffs. Let's take a look at some race information for the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Next door, pretty much, to an Air Force base, the home of the Air Force Thunderbirds, who do the flyover every race here. Once again, it's a mile-and-a-half oval, 41 laps, probably a 1 pit stop race, and the new tool in this NR2003 game, the better cautions mod. We now have double file restarts whenever there's a caution. It'll be a fun race, but there's been some really fast drivers in practice and qualifying we need to take a look at when we come back. The fastest car in practice was the 31 of Daisy Stone. She also rolls off the grid second in today's race at Las Vegas. Look out for her to be fast in that number 31 Chevy today. He is the highest driver in the point standings. He goes off the grid third today. He was the second fastest car in practice. A win today would lock him into the playoffs with how he's doing in points related to the other drivers with wins. Look out for Ethan Hansen to be fast today, but he has to beat pole sitter Grayson Gatz, who's on a few race winless streak after he won 2, maybe even 3 races in a row, I believe, early in the season. But now it's time for the green flag at Las Vegas. There they go. All 31 cars, 9 of them have a win, 22 of them do not. All 22 of those drivers would really like one today. Only 2 drivers in the top 5 don't have a win though. The green flag is in the air. A huge jump for the 18 and everyone on the inside line to start the race. I mean, that inside line got rolling like a rocket. That was a great restart by that inside lane. As they work their way through turns 1 and 2, the top 2 cars already cleared each other. That's Ethan Hansen into the second position, trying to run down the points leader, Grayson Gatz, as they come down the back straightaway. And turn 3 and 4, the 41, that's another driver without a win. He's running third, that's Will Hansen. Now as they come off of turn number 4 for the first time, a huge first lap by Grayson Gatz. He was flying that lap. They come into turns 1 and 2 for the second time. The 18 already pulling away, and there's the 4 and the 41 with a battle for second as they come down the back straightaway. There goes a move to the inside by Will Hansen, but the top lane, as you can tell right there, it was faster in practice. And you can see that's going to give the 4 a better chance on the top there. As you see, the leader's already getting separated. There's 2 cars way back off the pace. 3. It's Olivia Hansen, Wyatt Hemmer, and Harry Murphy. Last in points, Delaney Lombardo with 22nd place. It's her best run of the season so far. But the top 5 cars are starting to break away, as they're going to be side by side for second as they come into the tri-oval. Here they come into turns 1 and 2. Here on lap number 4 out of 41. The 41 might be able to get them this time. A big run on the outside for the 4 coming down the back straightaway. So much for that 5-car breakaway. The 14 of Grant Hemmer has run them down. Grayson Gatz is gone for the most part right now. There goes the 41, still stuck behind him. Never tries to pass to the outside, but it's been the fastest lane. Big move to the inside for the 31. I don't think she's going to have it that time. Look at this battle for second. 5 cars trying to run down the same man. Grayson Getz. One of them hasn't won a race yet this year. Would really need one. And there goes the 41. He just doesn't have the run. The top lane is way faster right now. I don't get why more people aren't running it as Grayson Getz continues to build onto a 5/56 hundredths of a second lead, a little over half a second away. See, the guys back here have absolutely no speed. Already 8 seconds off the leader. And these are the guys that are pretty much hopeless in the playoffs. Here's an interesting one. These 3 are all trying to get into the playoffs. Luca Marina, the last thing he needs is a bad race before he goes, because he might be in must. If he finishes here the way Ethan Hansen's running, he's going to be in must-win mode at Richmond next race. 3 wide into turns 1 and 2. That's Delaney Lombardo running 22nd, now 24th. We'll take a look back up front. Now it's a 6-car breakaway. As Grayson Getz, that time, the lead is now 7/10 of a second. Still getting bigger. Daisy Stone got to the preferred line on Will Hansen here and is going to be able to make the pass. Coming down the back. Oh, that was close. Coming down the back straightaway. Go on board with the 31 here. As you see, running down with the 4. Trying to get by with the 41 as well. Right on her bumper. They come into turns 1 and 2 on lap number 9 out of 41. Just about a quarter of the way done now in Las Vegas. Grayson Getz now a 6/10 of a second lead, 6.5 tenths ahead of the rest of the field right now. As they're going to go to lap number 10. A great lap by Grayson Getz. His lead will stay the same. Car is already 11 seconds off the pace. They come down the back straightaway. It's a big lead for Grayson Getz. Here's the spectator cam. Well, it looks like the 4 is starting to creep up on him here. Getz has led every lap so far. Once again, the lead, 6.5 tenths. As they come onto the back straightaway. On lap number 11, there goes the 5, trying to get to the inside of the 41. Is not going to have it. As they're going to come back onto the tri-oval. We're on an 11-lap green flag run to start the race, coming down into turns 1 and 2. Grayson Getz with his largest lead of the day right now, about 8 tenths of a second away. As Ethan Hansen tries to catch up, but he's busy with all the stuff going on behind him. They're going to be side by side for third, coming down the back straightaway. Now the 31's going to make a move to the inside for second. Your only way to get by is if you can stick it on the inside for a whole corner and then get a run down the straightaway. It's been almost impossible to do as they come back into the trial. That's going to enable Grayson Getz to get a massive lead now. Up to 95 hundredths of a second. He's almost a second ahead of everyone else. You can see the lead continuing to grow as they come down the back straightaway. Fastest lap is the 14 of Grant Hemmer, a 28.778. So Grant Hemmer has the capability to be the fastest car out here. He's just stuck in traffic. As Grayson Getz leads up to 98 hundredths of a second. Solid run today for the 41, running in 4th. It's best race of the season so far. As we're a third of the way done. Crossing the stripe to lap number 15 now. A second lead for Grayson Getz, trying to get his 4th win of the year. Ethan Hansen doesn't win. This is definitely the guy he'd want to win. You expect at least one caution, but we've had a couple races this year with no cautions. And then somewhere we have a caution almost every lap, it felt like Indianapolis, Talladega. Ashton Murphy in 11th. If there's going to be a caution, it's going to be right here where all this side-by-side action is going. How about the 20? Absolutely steamrolling through the field. He started back in like 25th or 26th. He's up to 10th. He's your big mover of the day so far after starting back in 28th. He's trying to pass Ashton Murphy for 11th. He might actually be, his car's so fast, he's about to pass on the inside. Coming back into the trial, well, is he going to be able to complete the pass into the corner? He's passing on the inside right now. He's going to go into the top 10. The inside line is starting to get sped up here. He's passed 18 cars in 17 laps to get up to 10th. And now he's going to drive away from the 88, but look at the gap up to the 9th place here of the 2. It's a 9-car breakaway right now as Getz continues to pull away. As Delaney Lombardo has completely dropped through the field, it seems like. As you can... Grayson Getz, you can't even tell there's anyone behind him right now. The lead is huge. A 1.5-second advantage for Getz. He's a second a lap faster than the 21, who's going to be lap traffic in the next couple laps here. 22 seconds behind. He's coming off turn number 4, or turn number 2, as Getz comes into turn number 1. As we take a look here, there goes the 3 of Jake Kemmer to the inside. Still no cautions as we're about halfway done. This lap car might slow down Getz. But that's going to be another long margin to the next bit of lap traffic. No cautions yet today. I don't know if we're going to get one the way they're spaced out right now. They are very spread out at Las Vegas. It's been good racing here, as Grayson Getz is just doing his own thing up front. Side by side for second, the 31, or third. The 31 and the 41. The 31's able to keep the spot coming down the back straightaway. Now the 41 might lose 4th to Jake Kemmer. Jake Kemmer on the outside. Not able to pull in line. Yeah, good fight back from the 41. Big run for the 41 in the turns 1 and 2. He does have that preferred top lane now, and is able to clear the 41 now as they come down the back straightaway. Grayson Getz in the mirror of the 21 of Wyatt Hemmer for lap traffic. Across the line, only about 3 seconds behind the 21. 2.28 second advantage for the 18. Can the 4 even see him? He can see him, but he continues to pull away. Coming down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. There goes the 3 up the inside, trying to take 3rd. Will we get a caution? I hope we do. Just so Getz doesn't continue to pull away, just to make it a little bit interesting. Hasn't been the most exciting race. It's been good racing, but not exciting racing. So to come down the back straightaway, Grayson Getz has caught that lap car, and if he can get by him quick enough, it's almost a 10-second gap to the other lap cars, and he's probably going to pass him right here on the front stretch. Hardly slowing down at all as Grayson Getz. He's going to put the pedal to the metal and is going to get by that lap car easily. While building a gap on Ethan Hansen even bigger. Here on lap 25 out of 41. Got 0 cautions today. come into turns 3 and 4. That little bit of debris, I thought. Yeah, we have a car smoking up. I don't know if it's gonna be a caution because he got onto the pits. No, and that was Jake Hemmer. He was top 5, blowing an engine down the front straightaway. No caution though. Back up front, the way they're running right now, I don't think they're gonna get a caution either. Just how separated they are. I mean, look how spread apart they are right now. I mean, you have these little packs with like 5-second gaps in between them. On lap 27 out of 41 is the 11 side by side with the 88 for 10th. Up 19 spots in 27 laps is the JC Cole Giovanni. Luca Marina up into 19th, so it might not be a must win, but he's gonna have to hope Ethan Hansen wrecks and he gets like top 5. As Grayson Gatz now, where did he go? I think our pit stop cycle is beginning. Well, yeah, the 3 had a gearbox issue. Where did Grayson Gatz go? I don't see an 18 on that leaderboard. Oh, he's in 18th. As pit stops are underway. This is a crucial stop right here. But only 2 tires for the 18. He is gonna have a bigger lead coming off the pits than what he had coming in. And they're pitting, which means we're really not gonna have a caution. Now there's damage to the side of the 6. Still no cautions. As Grayson Getz is a straightaway ahead of Ethan Hansen now. His pit crew has been on fire all season, as they did their job today. So he's going to have about a 5-second lead at the line. He has to get all the way back around the track though, as he is 37 seconds behind everyone else. I don't see any reason why he won't beat these guys off. Getz is in turns 3 and 4. Other cars getting up to speed right now. Those are all lapped cars, I think, though. These guys are all registered, are going to be registered as behind Getz, I think. I don't know where this is all going to cycle out yet. But it looks like Grayson Getz has beat all of them off the pits. He beat Ethan Hansen off pit road by a big margin. 3 seconds. Here's the 31. Getz is way ahead. So Getz will cycle out as your race leader by 3.64 seconds. With 10 laps to go, I don't see any way we're going to get a caution in this race. As Grayson Getz is up front, trying to find some sort of battle. Got 6 with that damage on the side. He was a lap down after the pit cycle. And this is a huge gap for the 18 that's going to continue to grow, most likely till the race ends. It'll be the 4th win of the season for the 18. At 41, he's going to most likely lead 41 out of 41 laps. Not much longer to go for the 18. For the 18, not for the 18. And into the trial, will the gap continuing to grow. 3.81 second advantage. Only 1 DNF, a gearbox failure from Jake Hemmer. Now in must-win mode next week. He was in the playoff bubble. Now must win. How did Luca Marina's pit crew do? He's only 9 spots behind the 4, so his pit crew did a good job, giving him a chance next week at Richmond, or next race. I'm saying next week, it's not going to be any time. As no cautions. Oops. We had 3 cautions in the test race. And now we magically had 0 for... Probably because of the AI strength I had turned down because they were running laps like 2 seconds faster than the NASCAR record. Six and a half more laps to go. 14 turns for Grayson Getz. Now 6 laps to go. 12 more turns for Grayson Getz. A 4-second advantage. No one's gonna beat him. No one. He's probably gonna be your championship favorite going to the playoffs. If it wasn't for starting in 28th, this guy would most likely be the winner. Going from 28th up to 5th in 36 laps. His picker did the job. He did the job. His team did a good job building the car, and strategy was on point. As he's going to be in a pretty good battle for 4th and 3rd. And extra points matter if you don't have a win, which everyone in the top 5 except Ethan Hansen does, and this is huge for Ethan Hansen. He's going to put him 19 points at the cut instead of 10, assuming Luca Marina does not pass or get past. We take a check on our bubble. He has some hard chargers coming behind him. And then Terry Hansen 20th. They're taking it easy, probably knowing that they're in the playoffs next week. Grayson Getz is in other lap traffic with 3.5 laps to go, coming down the back straightaway. Off of turn number 4. 12 more turns for Grayson Getz. Now 10. 4.3 second lead. He could take it easy on the car now. 2 laps to go for the 18. It's been the most dominant race It's been the most dominated race this season. No driver has led every single lap in a race this season but Grayson Getz, who's been the best at pretty much everything for most of the season. The last couple weeks haven't been great. He's only 3 points above the points lead. It's about to be much bigger than that. 4 more turns for the 18. The white flag is in the air at Las Vegas. That's the white flag. 4.5 second lead. He can just coast it the rest of the way. Coming off the final corner, it was a caution-free race. Not the most exciting race, but still a fun one to watch. Into turns 3 and 4. Grayson Getz off the final corner. It's going to be win number 4 of the season. Going into Richmond, one more race in the regular season remains. Grayson Getz, win number 4 of the season. Tight race there for 3rd. Fun race at Las Vegas. See how far back some of these cars were. Now everyone has finished the race, I think. Your race winner, the 18. Grayson Getz. It's going to be win number 4 of the season. The number 18 continues to expand his points lead. We'll take a look at the point standings going into race number 15 out of the 15 race regular season. 22 races were run. I believe 15 regular season races. Actually, there might be 2 regular season races left. I'm not very smart. There are 23 races in a we can count the playoff races because we are using the Truck Series 2020 schedule. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there is one race of the regular season because 16, 17, 18, 19. Or one more race of the regular season. 22 races were run in 2021. We can check our playoff point stuff. It should tell me when the playoffs begin, but I think next week is the regular season finale. Here's a look at the point standings. Las Vegas, there's Indianapolis, and Vegas. Grayson Getz with a 10-point lead. 20 playoff points. That's a huge gap. Ethan Hinton, 19 points to the good. Pretty comfortable up there. That concludes race number 14 at Las Vegas.